So don't swear again, Sabs. Right, so once you've got here, obviously you've got to swap seats, and remember he's only had one lesson before, and that lesson would probably have been last week, and it would obviously have been a controls lesson, yeah?
Yeah.
And so it's very important, as you, just before you come to a stop, you will have to remind him not to take your seatbelt off and not to swing the door open, yeah?
Okay.
And then you would just check his memory from last week. Can you remember, Bill, how do you take the seatbelt off? Oh yeah, I've got to hang on to this bit. And can you remember how you open the door so it doesn't blow out or knock a pedestrian over? And providing he gives you the right answer, then obviously you'd let him open the door himself, yeah?
Okay.
And then it's very important again to say to him, just like you would do in a controls lesson, and please make sure you close the door after you get out, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah? Otherwise he'll leave it wide open. And that would be a big downer, yeah?
Okay.
On the controls lesson and this lesson. Right, so we've got in the car, and we're going to do the moving off and stopping exercise, yeah? So you need to make a link with my last lesson.
Of controls lesson.
Yeah.
Okay. Which is they know how to set up and stuff.
Yeah, well, don't forget, controls is possible on a controls lesson to actually move up and stop.
Yep.
Because it is actually on the PST, isn't it?
Yep.
Obviously, it wouldn't have been much of a controls lesson if they managed to do that.
Because of detail.
Yeah. But you need to ask how far I got on my controls lesson.
Okay. Oh, right, so that's what you mean by linking it to
Yeah,
the last...
yeah.
Okay. So is that exactly how you'd ask it? So how far did you get
Yeah,
with your last in your last lesson?
Yeah.
What would he say?
Well, it was my controls lesson last week, yeah?
Yeah.
So I would have given you the word picture in the car park that I had my controls lesson last week, and you probably would have asked the question in the car park, yeah? And how far did you get with the controls lesson? And the answer would normally be, oh, I got to start the engine.
Okay.
Yeah? And that was as far as he might have got, yeah? So he would have got through the handbrake and the gear lever, and he would have got to start the engine, but he didn't get a chance to move up and stop, yeah? Because that's obviously the subject you're covering today.
Okay.
Right, so you want to go from there?
Okay, so then I would ask you to set yourself up.
Yep.
Yep. And then
Right, so you take it up. I've set myself up.
get you to tell me what you can see in the mirrors.
Yeah, I can see the top and bottom of the back window, and I can see the edge of my headrest, the edge of yours, and I can see 10% car on the rest down the road and 10% car on the rest down the road.
Yeah.
Oh, I should put my seatbelt on, then shut the mirror.
So what, he'd do that wrong then? In the
Sorry?
wrong order? Did you mean to do that, or...?
No, just watch what he's doing.
Okay.
You don't particularly have to do the setup before the. You don't particularly have to do the D-treble S sound before the brief, but in some occasions it just makes sense to get it out of the way, yeah?
Yeah, okay.
Right, so we go from there.
Oh God, I've never given a briefing before on this.
Oh, I'll help you with it.
Hmm?
I'll help you with it.
Okay, so first of all, we're going to prepare the car. Yeah?
Yeah, we're gonna use a routine called POM. Yeah.
Which is prepare, observe, and move.
Yeah, and because obviously my last lesson was a controls lesson,
Yeah.
I wouldn't know what POM is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. After today, I will know what POM is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm teaching that obviously to the
Yeah,
for you to the
yeah.
first time. So we're going to use POM, which means prepare, observe, and move.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So first of all, you have to prepare the car, so you can go. So you would first of all press the clutch all the way down with your left foot.
Yeah.
And then we'd select first gear.
Right.
And you would push the lever all the way to me.
Yeah.
And then up. Okay. It's important to select first gear because if we don't, then we'll probably stall or we won't go, basically.
Oh, right, right.
The car won't move.
Yeah, don't stall me first lesson, no.
No, you don't, no. And then once you select first gear, you set the gas by using your right foot on the gas pedal and you press it down by the width of a coin.
Oh yeah, mine. On my controls lesson last week, I had a little bit of practice with that.
Okay.
Just pressing about the thickness of a pound coin or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you keep your feet still, so your right foot's level on the gas. Yeah. And then you start to bring your left foot up off the clutch to the biting point, which is about. You bring it up a centimetre at a time until we hear a change in the sound in the engine, and maybe the car will slightly raise up at the front.
Oh right, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And once we got that, that's the biting point. So we don't want to bring the clutch up too quickly, and that's why you've got to keep your feet, move your feet really slowly. And then you're going to keep your feet still once you've got the biting point, and then we're going to do our observations.
So just going out a roll here a minute.
Yeah.
I think what you meant by it's important not to bring the clutch up too far past the don't bring it up past the biting point.
Yeah. Because once you put the handbrake down, we're going to shoot off too quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
And it's important that I am on the biting point because
we could roll back.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well
yeah. Anyway.
That's all right. You're learning. Don't you?
Yeah.
Don't have to apologise.
Okay. And then we're going to do our observations. So that means you're going to start from your left shoulder out the back window.
Yeah. Does it? You know,
I know what you're going to say now.
Yeah, we're going to get loads of different messages about this now. Yeah. Some trainers teach a 6-point check.
Okay.
All the time.
Right.
I'm pretty much the same as Blaine. Use it if it's necessary. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And where we are at the moment, I don't think it's necessary. We haven't got any alleyways behind us.
Yeah.
We haven't got a bunch of people standing there. Yeah.
Yeah. So probably the best way to do that then is to check your middle mirror.
Yeah.
To see what's behind you, and then start from out of this window and just see what's next to you. We've got a driveway here.
Right.
So there's no car in it, but that means that they could drive
They ain't
home.
got a car.
Huh?
They ain't got a car.
They might not have a car, no. But so it's clear there, isn't it? So we don't have to worry about anything coming out of there.
Right. Can I make use of this left door mirror at all?
Yeah, you check your left door mirror to see if there's anybody walking down the road, cyclist.
All right.
On
Yeah.
the pavement or something that might just come out across you.
Oh yeah, never thought of that.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then you look out the front and see what's in front of us. So we've got a car parked quite close to us.
Yeah, it's a nice car, isn't it?
Yeah, nice car. We don't want to hit that, do we?
No.
No. So you look to your right. You got a little bit of grassy field there, haven't you?
Yeah, no parking. We're not allowed up there.
And no parking. And if you look right to your right, Tony, you've got a road there, so that's not really going to affect us.
You're looking at this door mirror at all?
Yeah, I'm getting to that.
Oh, sorry.
And then you look in your right door mirror.
Yeah.
And if you look in there, you'll see if any cars are coming down the road or cyclists coming along. So it's good to check that. And then look over your blind spot, which is over your right shoulder between the door pillar and the headrest.
Headrest?
Yeah. Behind you on your right.
Yeah, he won't let me go to sleep on lesson. He said to me last week, he said, whatever you do, don't go to sleep.
If you look over your right shoulder, between the headrest and the door pillar.
Oh, the head restraint, you mean?
Head restraint, sorry, not
Who's
rest.
teaching you it?
Go on then, Tony, look over your right shoulder. That's it.
I was trying to find the headrest. He told me on my controls lesson it's called a head restraint.
Sorry, head restraint. My mistake. I forgot the restraint.
Right. Yeah, I got that.
Okay, and
Eventually.
you see if what can you see there, Tony?
Why didn't you ask me that when I had my head turned?
Well, Tony, I didn't tell you to turn back, did I? What can you see there?
Oh, I can see that yellow no parking sign.
Right, okay. So you just got to make sure there's nothing there as you move off.
Right.
Once you've done your observations, you've got to decide whether you need to put on a signal as we're moving away.
All right.
Okay. You only need to put a signal on if it's going to benefit somebody. But if there is a car or a cyclist coming down on the right, you're not going to pull out in front of them, are you?
From behind me, you mean?
From behind you, from the right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you're not going to signal. You're going to let them go anyway.
All right, yeah.
Okay, so realistically, you'd only put a right signal on now if there was people standing there and it was and you wanted to let them know that you were moving off.
Right, so if I have a pedestrian walking towards me,
Yeah.
then that pedestrian I would signal to because they
might want to cross the road.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Or there could be, if the road was a bit wider, there could be a car
there could be
coming
oncoming
towards-
car traffic, and then
Yeah.
you'd be signalling then.
Right.
Rather. Okay. So once we've decided whether we need to signal, you're going to keep your feet still, and put the handbrake down,
Right.
and then you're going to turn. You're going to turn the steering wheel very slowly towards you, about 5 minutes, like on a clock face.
Right.
Okay, and that will bring the car out. We might have to do it a little bit more here because we've got a car
Right,
in front
yeah.
of us, so it might be more 10 really.
Yeah.
But then obviously we don't want to end up going into that tree.
No, because there's no parking there. We're not allowed to do it
Well,
today.
you don't want to go up there anyway. So you're then going to have to counter steer towards me about 5 or 10,
Right.
depending on when we get out there, and then straighten up. And then at that point, to move off, you'd have to bring your clutch up to move. I said to get your feet still, but I don't really understand what it says. To move, you can't just put your handbrake down, can you? You're gonna be bringing your.
Well, I
clutch
should be somewhere near the
Biting
driving
point.
point, shouldn't
Yeah.
I? Yeah. So if it doesn't move,
You just bring the clutch up a centimetre.
or even better, the thickness of a pound coin would probably take it onto the driving point, wouldn't it?
A smaller width, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Thickness of a coin, yeah. And that's it. And then we'll be moving off then. And then we're only gonna drive a little bit, and then we're gonna look for a place to stop.
Right.
And so you need to check your middle mirror and your left mirror, see if there's anyone behind you.
There's a lot of words there, isn't there?
What?
A lot of words.
Oh yeah, but that's the MSPSL routine.
Oh, so we don't use POM for stopping then?
No.
All right.
This is to stop, we do MSPSL routine, which is mirror, signal, position, speed, look. So first of all, you're going to check your mirrors, see what's behind you. If there is someone behind you...
all my mirrors.
No, in your centre mirror here.
Yeah.
You then check your right mirror, see if there's any cyclists coming up.
Hang on, you confuse me.
What do you mean?
You're pointing to the left and telling me I check the right.
Oh, sorry, left. Well, I'm pointing to
left
the
one.
right one.
Oh,
I'm
right.
pointing to the correct one, rather.
All right, yeah.
Yeah. Not the right as in right. And then, you've got to decide if you're going to signal, Tony. So, if there's someone behind us, we've got to signal to let them know we're pulling over. But if there's a cyclist coming up, we won't. We'll let them go first before we signal and then pull over.
Why?
Because you'll make them, you'll crash into them, won't you? You'll crush them.
I'm not gonna kill him. I put my signal on, am I?
Well, no. If you move over, they'll assume you're going to move.
No, I mean if I put a signal on to the left,
And the cyclist sees it.
yeah, not gonna frighten them, is it?
No, but they're going to think you're going to immediately move, because that's what most people do when they signal, and it's going to panic them, and they'll probably fall off
No,
their
I was
bike.
out on my bike yesterday, and somebody went past me and stuck a left-hand signal on, and I nearly had a heart attack because I thought they were going to come in and top me.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. If they see your signal, they're going to assume that you're going to move in straight away, so they're going to panic.
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay, and then...
In it.
Didn't I say alright? I said alright.
Okay.
Put
a bit of humour in it, idiot. It's Christmas.
And then we're going to get our position in, and basically you're going to steer towards me about 5 minutes on a clock face.
Alright.
Okay, and then you're going to steer back. I was discussing this Barry earlier. I swear it's 5 and then 10 and then 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. To straighten the wheel, and we're going to have to be a couple of feet away from the curb.
To do what?
To stop in the correct position so we don't go on the curb.
Maybe better try. I wouldn't say a couple of feet. That's a bit of a long way out on the road, isn't it?
A foot. Half a foot. I don't know.
Yeah, about half a foot. Yeah.
Half a foot, and then I know you're not going to remember reference point. I'll tell you where that is, rather. So, can you see where the curb cuts into the car now?
Oh, I thought you said you were going to tell me where it was.
Yeah, I am, but I'm going to tell you a reference point as well now.
Oh, right. Yeah, you never actually give reference points. You get me to find a reference point.
Okay,
yeah?
okay, all right then. That's why I said. What about if I ask you now? Then where does that curb?
Yeah, I can tell you.
Yeah. Where?
Oh,
You're sitting in your normal drive. You're sitting in your normal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just by that edge of that wiper.
Okay. So that's the distance that you want to be from the curb, isn't it?
So that's my reference point. So I don't
crunch your tyres on the curb.
No, I don't hit the curb or I don't go up on the curb.
Yeah, don't hit the curb or don't go up on the curb.
Right.
Okay.
So you want so I've got to line that up as I'm listening to all this.
No, I'll tell you.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So so you basically give me a reference point.
Yeah.
But you're not going to get it. You're not going to get me to use it on the first couple of stops, yeah?
No.
Yeah. Because obviously you don't want to, as you say, you don't lose a tyre there.
No. And then speed. You're going to come off the gas and put your right foot on the brake.
Really
You're
hard.
going to cover the brake.
Oh, cover the brake.
Okay.
Right, yeah.
So do you know what cover the brake is?
No, but you can cover that in a consolidation at the end, can you?
Okay. What do you mean at the end?
Well, we've got a bit of consolidation to do at the end of this, haven't we?
Okay. And then you press the brake gradually.
Gradually?
Firmly, sorry.
Firmly?
I don't know. You're going to press the brake, Tony.
Right, the thickness of a pound coin.
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 And if any more is needed, another thickness of a pound coin. And then just for a stop, come off about the thickness of a pound coin. Yeah?
And then slam the clutch down.
Okay?
Slam the clutch.
Well, no, because the speed we're going to be going, they're both going to pretty much come together. Aren't they?
Yeah, because the car's going to be quite slow, so you'll have to press the clutch at the same time, really, because probably won't be going that fast.
Yeah, be very careful of your wording, because I mean, this came up yesterday where I think the word was slam the brake on.
Who used slam?
Well, it came up yesterday on the par 3, and even though it might be local jargon from wherever the student lives, you have to use words that are understandable, and it's probably best to use words that are in essential skills, progressive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
right, and then,
what happens then?
And then you gotta. So then, obviously, you would have stopped the car.
Yeah.
I don't understand what it means by look there or now, because surely when you're pulling up, you're going to decide whether you can stop
Yeah,
or
but
not.
basically what you're doing is having a look around you to make sure that you haven't stopped
somewhere that you're not allowed to stop.
Yeah. Obviously we don't stop in front of a drop curb.
Yeah.
We don't want to stop on a double yellow line. We don't want to stop on a red route if we're in London. But hopefully we're not going to go that far today, are we?
No. And
And
then,
obviously just to look around and make sure you haven't stopped opposite a parked car.
yeah. And then once you've made the decision that it's a good place to park, then we secure the car. So you pull the handbrake up, and then you go into neutral.
Alright.
And then you can relax your feet, only then.
That sounds a lot of work, doesn't it?
It does, yes.
Right, so there's a little bit of consolidation to do now.
Okay,
So
so
we need to consolidate.
a thickness of a pound coin.
Yeah, I have actually. Yeah, it's a good idea to just quickly go over that. But that should have been mentioned on my controls lesson. So the thickness of a pound coin on the gas, I think I've got that one because he did actually give me a little bit of practice of that on my controls lesson.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. So I'll press down the thickness of a pound coin and keep it still there.
Yeah.
And then what was the other thing you mentioned that I didn't quite understand? Unit?
I don't say unit. oh, steering. What about steering? Yeah, steering. You're gonna steer slowly. Oh, they're taking. Look, you can go up there now. Look, they're taking them signs off.
Oh, right. That's handy.
Tell him don't bother knocking them out. We'll just drive over them for him.
Yeah.
So you're gonna steer slowly. So put your hands in a 10 to 2 position.
Well, pretend I'm steering, you mean?
Yeah, pretend you're steering now.
Yeah.
And you're going to just steer 5 minutes towards you.
No.
Slowly, I said. I already said slowly. Yeah? Towards you, like that. That's it. And then you're going to steer back.
Who's got a headache today, don't they?
And then you're going to steer towards me 10 minutes. Slowly. You're not on your tricycle. Okay. And then...
Who told you I got a tricycle?
Harry. And then you're going to steer it back towards you slowly.
Alright.
Okay? Alright?
Cool, dear me.
Okay.
Should we do this lesson next week?
And then, what else do I need to tell you about braking? You know about the braking, because you knew about the gas. You got when the progressive braking.
Yeah, you said something about I've got to cover the brake.
Yeah, you got to cover the brake. So, just put your right foot on top of the brake, but don't press it down.
After that rollicking, I won't dare, will I?
Go on.
You mean
right.
Just put my foot over it?
Yeah, just put your foot over it, but don't press it down. Oh, that's covering the brake. Okay.
Cool. I hope this goes alright on the move. I'm going to get a right rollicking, isn't it?
You are. And that's it, I think. Yeah.
Yep.
Was that it?
Yeah.
That's all I had to consolidate.
Oh, I'm not going to argue with you.
Well, I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, that's it.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So you happy with that?
Yeah. So
Right,
I'll pause that on the brief, and then we'll go from there on to the moving, not stopping.